you know that however God brings you out, that he has every intention to bring you out. Family members of yours, or a family member, exes or an ex-friends or a particular friend. I'm telling you, on everything I love, you can timestamp this video and you can say, you know what, I'm not going to watch this video. I'm going to wait till 3 months or 6 months. Or I'm going to wait a year from now. And I'm going to timestamp it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to tell you something. You can't get away with doing and practicing and waging unnecessary warfare and evil against someone. And your reasons for it is saying because you was envious and jealous. And out of that envy and that jealousy, you only take great pride and fulfillment is when you're sitting back and waging whatever you're waging against this person with every intention for them to fail. The difference is when these people did what they did in this season, it not only affected you, they not only touched you, they touched everything around you, okay? That affected not only you, but that of your offspring and your loved ones. That was the worst mistake that these people could have made, because God forbid you had babies. Babies are it's more protection on babies than it is grown folk, right? Because they're innocent. You know what I'm saying? They're fresh into this world, and it's our job as parents to protect them and guide them in a way that they won't depart. You understand what I'm saying? So the level of protection that they have is surreal. And they attacked and they attacked and they waged and they sat back and they laughed and they gossiped, knowing what they were doing to you, knowing that what they were doing to your roads, to your future, and to your blessings. There were people who knew the truth and sat on the truth, because it was not expected for you. The survival rate, the expectation and survival rate for you was so low, it was like, it was non-existent. Because who can survive not only going up against warfare, but going up against people who have turned on you, did not like you because of what was being said, because everything that was being waged behind your back. The darkness was so great, but it could not take you out like it did others. People who sat on the truth now want to come and be open with you because they realize something about these family members and these people that were around you, right? That they not only do what they do towards you and you was an innocent, they'll do it to you, they'll do it to anybody. Because these people are people who are lost souls. They are lost within themselves. They don't love themselves. They're very miserable and bitter. And one of the things that dream that I seen last night, it almost scared me. It wasn't a particular face that I recognized, but this person had been a person that was attacking me. And I was somewhere with someone else doing personal things with, and I don't even know why, you know, I have to ask God about that. But I'm pretty sure I was, you know, me and this person, you know, were acquainted. And somewhere on the other end of it, it's like this person was watching us. And we're, oh my God, Jesus, I'm telling you, I just want to say this real quick before I get back to what I saw. God is unleashing his fury upon your enemies, and he's not taking any prisoners. These people really wanted you out here in the worst way. In the worst way, I'm going to get detailed and explicit for you so that you understand where I'm coming from. Homeless, and you have a child. Meaning you're homeless, that child is homeless, is out there on the street with God knows what, all kind of feces and animals and all kind of things. People dying from infection, all kind of health complications, implications, in and out of the hospital. They wanted you dead. They wanted you gone. They wanted you not making any money. No money flowing into your life. No money flowing into your life. You can't eat. You can't eat. Your kids can't eat. Do you understand where the hell I'm coming from? These are very, very dark individuals. And I'm going to tell you something. People, both people on both ends are losing. Your family and your exes, these past people who paid for it, and these people who took the money and carried this out. Because something somewhere in you, if you in the spiritual working industry, something should have told you to ask about this person before you waged warfare on them. Something should have told you to ask who it was that you was attacking. Something should have told you to seek forgiveness after you had done what you done. I just don't understand people who are worth their grain of salt, who could do whatever it is that they do, whether these people went to Louisiana, you understand what I'm saying? Whether they was finding people in Mexico, whether they was Dominican, wherever the hell they was going and paying for these work, trying to find people. I feel like these people was trying to go to the people who they knew was really dark, would not have any or wouldn't look past what they was being paid. And I'm telling you, what I seen was this person's face being disfigured. I don't know how it got disfigured, but it went from looking like a normal face to looking like almost like something that, a weird looking face. And I seen this person's eyes turn gray, and they was touching their face, and I looked at it, I said, they're blind, but they was able to see before. And then there was something else that happened, that this person was trying to find their way, but they were blind. They were trying to use their other senses, like their nose, to smell. They were trying to call out for help. Can you help guide me? Can you help guide me? And nobody would come to this person's rescue. Meanwhile, in between time, whatever portal or mirror that they were looking at, because I did see this person looking at something. I saw me and another person in whatever it is that they was looking. So this could have been a reading this person was getting. It could have been whatever gifts this person had, or this person was a monitoring spirit in your life and they had gifts, or they was paying people. That's another way that people can monitor you. Whatever I saw with this person being blind like that, because I only saw this person, God is stripping these people of their ability and their power to look and read into your life, because they know that the only reason why they're doing it is to alter things and manipulate things to go astray for you, right? That's the only reason why these people want to look into your life. And whoever this person was, they lost their sight. They couldn't see. And I just feel like I'm going to leave that right there, and I'm going to let you take that for what that is and what that means to you. People did the absolute most to you. Like, your life that was filled with a lot of abuse, a lot of pain, a lot of turmoil, a lot of bullying. And I'm talking about when people did it to you, they did it on a level that when people look at you, they would never think that you went through something like that, because you wore it well. I would never understand a group of people who would bully someone and then go behind their back to alter things in their life so that they can continuously bully this person. So I was like, these people never wanted you to have your credit or your just due, because they always wanted to be somewhere in a corner at their house, in your old community, or wherever it is that these people were, being able to go to people and talk and say the worst things about you. Be glad that God got you away from that small circuit. Be glad that God delivered you from that community and delivered you from these people of the past. I keep telling you, when people wage warfare on you and they still see you standing the test of time, they still see you pushing and strutting and doing your best with what you know how to do. They waged what they waged on you, and they raised their hands to smite you, and they started and initiated something that God is going to finish. And I'm telling you, if they touched your children, God be with them. If they sat up here and called themselves trying to send you a warning shot or a message to shut your mouth and not come back for them by attacking your children, they're trying to hurt you through your children, I'm telling you, they're going to lose their life. And see, I didn't want to come on here and I didn't want to say it like that, but I'm telling you, when you attack the innocent, it already was enough when they sat up here and did what they did to you. When they attacked your children, that was like unnecessary. It was just beyond reputable approach. It was like, at this point, it cannot continuously be ignored. God cannot continuously give these people warning. What people fail to realize is you can do anything you want to do. You can go and take a road trip today and go down to Louisiana and go and pay somebody to sit up here and do some work. You can go to the nearest graveyard near you and bury some up in the damn dirt and sit up here and try to come up against somebody. You can sit up here and do freezer jar spells. You can sit up here and work with lemons, work with garlic, work with rabbit's foot, work and do whatever it is that you want to do. Be able to handle what comes along with that. People thought they was taking something from you, and they realized how much they stood to lose after whatever victories they were celebrating by seeing your demise and your destruction, your ruin. They should have been behind you, supporting you, and if they couldn't do that, they should have got somewhere and healed and allowed you to just have it. People act like you just had a walk in the park kind of a life. People just act like you didn't work for everything that you had. When you see somebody working towards something, you see somebody whether going to school, you see somebody always having a job, and you sit up here and want to come up against them so it could look like seemingly that they don't have anything going on. They can't will their life the way that they want to. You are trying to play God up in somebody's life, and that was never your role to assume or to play. And I keep telling you, whatever it is that they did, whatever it is that they waged upon you, you will never forget the faces that people made. You will never forget the times that people tried to comfort your children or tried to set up plots to have your children taken away from you. You will never forget how much of a struggle these people made be your life. And you should have never had to go through that. You should have never had to go through that. My God, when I tell you the type of people or person that does not play into people's lives because there's no reason to. There's no reason for you to get up and be consumed and engulfed with somebody else's life. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that these are people who don't have anything going on. These are just soulless, godless people. And they pick on certain people. They make them their projects until they're able to demean these people, destroy these people, and humiliate these people. So had you not had nothing going on, you were supposed to stay in that same community, in that same home, and have nothing, work the same job, and go through what? And deal with what? So I keep telling you, I don't know whatever it is that these people wanted for you. God only knows why he allowed it to happen. But iron sharpens iron, and I feel like what you went through made you stronger. What don't kill you and make you stronger and make you wiser. And it always sets you up and prepares you for something greater than whatever it is that these people destroyed or took away from you. They should have known that they messed up when they looked back and saw the smoke clear and saw that you were still standing. You may not have been where you was before. You may have been looking a little rigid. You may have been a little abused or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you know, these are situations that you were able to overcome. These are situations and predicaments that these people placed before you that you were able to circumvent, that you were able to counteract. And I'm telling you, they took every move against you. And now it's your turn. I don't think these people are going to be prepared for what happens to them, because I don't think these people were thinking when they did what they did. I feel like they don't believe in God. I feel like these are people who, because anytime you sit up here and do that kind of evil against someone and you know what's about to come that person's way, you know what you paid for, you don't want the best for them. You want them dead even. You probably want them out here losing their mind. It's not a probably. They wanted you looking lesser than less. Okay, they wanted you lesser than. They wanted to be able to have their foot on you, their thumb on you. They wanted what you had. They wanted to receive what you were slated to receive because they kept looking into your life. I saw this person turn blind. This person was not a familiar person, but I saw this person turn blind. So either these are the people who they went to pay, or these are the people who paid the person. But I'm gonna tell you something. They mess with your children, their children about to get messed with. I wouldn't dare sit up here and mess with the dark occult if I know that I have children, I have babies that this kind of mess could affect. When you sit up here and you mess with things like this is biblical. After a certain amount of time, God is not warned. After a certain amount of plagues, okay, that God sent over Egypt, there was no more reasoning or trying to reason with evil and somebody who's ignorant and arrogant. There was no reasoning with Pharaoh. And it got to the point where he forced God's hand to take his kid. I'm telling you, oh my God. Oh my God. You know, I want you to understand something. This is not me speaking this over people's lives. Okay? These people know what they did. And they didn't have to do it. If this is family, God be with them. Instead of asking God for forgiveness for the mistreatment and abuse that they served you throughout the years, when you were there and around and in the vicinity, these people weren't vibing with you. They were talking about you, allowing their girlfriends and their boyfriends to ridicule you and joke you and demean you in the community. Everybody knows your family ain't on it. They know that. They know your family don't like you. They know that these people have caused you to go through things and have caused situations to be manipulated against you. But some people in this group is breaking away because maybe these people looked upon these people and put them on a pedestal and never thought that it would be them that they would attack as well. If they can attack you, they'll attack anybody that they're threatened by, intimidated by, or has an opportunity to be better than the rest of the family. Don't you see? It's a pattern. It's a cycle with these people because they don't love themselves. Instead of them trying to lift themselves up so they don't have to be intimidated or jealous of someone else, whether this is a friend, a family member, an ex, or whoever, these people rather sit up here and invest in your demise and your destruction, your ruin. It brings them fulfillment. It brings them satisfaction. And I'm telling you, what won't bring them satisfaction and fulfillment is when God dealt his final blow, because he ain't taking no prisoners. You would have been dead had his hand not been over you. Your kids would have been dead had not his hands been over them. You would have had no hope of life, of even wanting to live your life. Okay? had not God stepped in and intervened. The devil want to attack every aspect of your life so that you would give up on your life and not view your life as worth living or meaningful or of value. And I'm telling you, because they wanted to play God up in your life, they're not going to be prepared for what's about to come their way. Okay? But I want you guys to take this word, pray on this word, okay, and tell me what you think about it. And I hope that it was able to bless you, it serve as some kind of a warning or, you know, impact in your life that helps you move forward in your life. Anybody that tried to come against your forward progression and your provision is being eliminated permanently up out of your life. Whatever cycle or season you had to go through that they made you go through, and it was funny, and you had to deal with the last, you're going to have to deal with the fact that people thought that that was funny. You have to deal with the fact that a lot of people in your community can get behind other people that stand a chance to make it out. But when it comes to you, it's something about you. It's like, oh, well, if we could knock them down or take them down, then that makes us feel better about ourselves. You're going to have to deal with the fact of that as well. And you're going to have to get out your head and start, you know, understanding what this path is and what this journey is, that you're going to have to deal with things that other people may not have to deal with. You're going to have certain unscrupulous characters that come up against you that other people may not have to deal with. A lot of people don't have people in their family that are this envious and jealous of them. A lot of people don't have to deal with exes that don't know how to move on. And if you have a chance to move on, they sit up here and want to look back at your life to destroy it, so it don't look like they made a mistake by walking away from you or treating you less than or mistreating you. So until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. Never let nobody see you sweat, okay? And I love you.